Hanging out here at Motorsports Expo with Dean Reynolds. He is the director of DIRTcar Northeast, and it has been a very busy weekend for him at Motorsports Expo here at the New York State Fairgrounds. Must be fun for you. So when it's something like this, Dean, it's probably half work and half fun, really, when you get down to it, because you're just seeing everybody and reestablishing the contact, right?
Well, back when me and you were, in part of the media and stuff, we came here back in the late 80s, early 90s, when it was, the Motorsports Expo back then. And this is always kind of the official kickoff in the Northeast. We got back from Florida running 4 really good events down there, and then a couple weeks, and then we come here, and then this is where you get to see all the people from really Oswego. I mean, some go down to Charlotte, but you get to see people from Super Dirt Week, and then this is the first time you're going to see them, so it's always a fun show.
What are you hearing from everybody?
Well, we're hoping the weather breaks. That's the big thing.
Yeah, how late
this
are we
year
going to go?
was a little different. We got more snow than we ever have in the last 10 years.
4 or 5 years combined.
I remember we used to have, get 180 inches here in Syracuse a year. We haven't had that in so long. So, optimism is always there. They're getting the cars ready, and hopefully the weather breaks and the tracks can open up.
We got a race coming up soon, don't we?
Yep, March 29th down in New Egypt will be our first Super DIRTcar Series point event. We have a practice session on the 28th. We had a real good event last year. It's the first time we've been back there in a long time, over a decade. And we're going back because they want us back and have a good show. And we had 36 cars there last year.
Really?
Yeah,
that's pretty good because they run small blocks there that are not really dirt legal, or can they be?
No, well, they can change over, but they got to change over a couple things that do that. But, we're getting more events down in Jersey and PA where now some teams are buying big blocks.
True.
And they have a big block in their arsenal, so now when we come down, it gives them a reason to buy Hoosiers, get a fire bottle, get a DIRTcar membership, and all that stuff that they need. And, we're getting more and more. But in turn, by having more events down there, we get some of them come to Dirt Week now.
Yes.
They'll come to Volusia, they'll go to Charlotte. And it's just all about getting the brand out and just branching out a little bit. But you got to do it smart. You can't do it a lot because then the teams from New York might have too many races because they run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday up here too.
That's true. But I'd like 2 guys I'm thinking about right away: Ryan Godown, Billy Pouch Jr. A couple guys that run down there. We saw Billy Pouch Jr. at Super Dirt Week last year. So it is all about building that, expanding the circle kind of that where our drivers are from, right?
Sure. And then Alex Hankowski was Summerfest champion last year.
That's right.
So he had a driver come up from PA that ran the 3 shows. We got 1 rained out, but he became Summerfest champion.
Yeah.
And by not having some of the races down in PA and Jersey, he might not be getting a big block to come up here. So it's just all a balance.
And Alex and Felix Waugh, it looks like that next generation is starting to make a name for themselves already. So from a long-term standpoint, because a lot of our drivers that we think about from the 80s and 90s are getting up there now, and it looks like we're getting a lot of nice young talent to come in and follow the series.
Yeah, we're getting a new wave now with Alex Payne and Jack Lindner and Felix Waugh and Justin Stone and Matt Stengel's coming aboard. He's from Jersey, so we are getting a good new influx of young talent that kind of was missing 5, 6, 7 years ago, and and they just getting the new stars going. And I tell you, there's some good drivers out there. I'm excited to see what they can do.
Yeah, that Alex Payne race at Brockville.
Yes.
That was something. He told me, I saw Matt Shepard coming on the board. I thought he was going to get me. And he said, I never would have thought that Matt would have made a mistake.
Well, but you have to be there to take advantage of that.
Exactly.
So you have to give yourself credit. We were actually just talking about that race, about 10 minutes ago, how emotional the victory lane was.
It was.
And then to see if somebody get their first win on a rookie year and everything, that is special.
Yeah, because guys like us who've worked around this for so long, this is nothing negative, guys. We a lot of times see the same people. It is nice to see a new face and to see that excitement of a first-time Tour winner.
Yeah, we had 9 different winners last year, too. So everyone always says the big 3.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Matt Shepard,
Matt Williams,
But we had 9 different winners last year. And you think that we had 9 different winners and guys like Tim Sears didn't win one or Larry White didn't win one. Those are guys that can easily win a race. Right. And we still had 9 different winners.
Yeah, and guys that can show up at a half a dozen racetracks and
win.
Yep. And when you get down to it, too, this was another thing that I was thinking about as I was, looking over things and everything. How fortunate are we at this stage that with the economy the way it was the last few years and price increases, we didn't really fall off like a lot of series did. I think in a big picture, we're in not bad shape in the Northeast and Canada, are we?
No, I mean, there's still some tracks that have geography areas where they're having struggles. And, we were talking about that a little bit yesterday, and you try to focus and see what you can do to help them. But really the big thing is I'm starting my 7th year, and
Wow,
I really haven't changed a lot in the rules. So the teams are willing to spend money if they know the rules are going to be the same 5 years down the road.
Right. I'm not going to have to put something on the shelf next year.
I mean, we've done little tweaks here and there, but we basically kept everything status quo, and that's kind of helping. So we're not going to move from the big blocks. We're going to be big blocks.
Right.
So yes, are the big blocks expensive? Absolutely. But if you know you're going to run a big block for the next 5 years, you're going to go out and get yourself a big block.
Yeah, you're going to get a good one too, knowing that you can freshen it. And as long as nothing goes wrong.
The big blocks have some longevity in them; they can last. The refresh is not as high as some of the big small blocks.
Right, not turning
as
many
they're very
hours.
durable. Now, some of the bigger dollar teams are selling their used big blocks with the 18-degree heads.
Oh.
So there's a lot of teams getting a big block for $20,000, $25,000.
And a lot of teams, that's their business model.
Yep.
Year-old chassis.
Oh yeah.
Used motor. $50,000 race car.
Well, you'd be amazed that, I've gone to that 9S shop. There's not a lot of brand new stuff in there.
That's true. Of course, he is kind of his own deal, let's be honest.
His pride and joy is being in that garage.
Right.
And he just dots the I's, crosses the T's. But a lot of teams do that. HBR does that. Buzz Chew and Matt Williamson's car. There's a lot of good, but even the Sears family.
Yeah.
And that shows the success they have. The Justin Stones, C.G. Maury. He's got a crew guy now that he's hired to make sure the car is good, and and that keeps him on the tour. And so if the cars are finishing, and our guys race smart too.
Yeah, they do.
They race smart.
They do.
Cars aren't going home in a basket.
Right.
Because it is an expensive sport.
Yeah. And they know they're going to have to see you next race, too.
Exactly.
So it polices itself to some degree when you get down to it.
Yeah.
Always good to see you, man. I'm glad things are going well. 2 weeks, you said, is New Egypt, or 3?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
I'll report up. I'll try to get some stuff leading into that. Always good to see you, man. Good luck with everything. And
Thanks,
enjoy
Doug.
your
I
next
appreciate
year.
it, man.
Guys, make sure to subscribe. Turn on those notifications. It's going to be here before you need it. The snow will be gone, and it'll be 90 degrees, and you'll be going, I wish it was. Then you'll have to catch yourself. Well, I'll take 90 over 15 any day.
Yes.
So good to see you. Thank you.
Thanks, Doug.